Hello, my friends. As I was preparing for today's reading, this little tag saying hope fell out. I have a little pile of these tags with various, I suppose, positive words on them. And mostly they just sit here and I ignore them. But today, this one fell out just as I was setting up for the readings for today. So I said, okay, that must be what the theme is for today, I suppose. So I am asking here for a message of hope for you, the oyster person, because I don't know who needs this message or who could benefit from this message, but that's what I ask for, a message of hope. And of course the first card was the message, and the second card is who are you? But we will get into that. Chop wood, 42. Are you working towards enlightenment? Chop wood, carry water. You know that saying? So the question is, what do you do to become enlightened? And the answer was chop wood, carry water. What do you do after you become enlightened? Chop wood, carry water. So, there you have it. The basis of this card. All right, now the Oracle Deck's book says essential meanings: being grounded in everyday experience, humility. The Oracle's message: there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to that which you seek. This is also what this book is describing here with this passage is also a very yin kind of state. But it's combining yin and yang. So you are active and moving, getting things done, but you are doing it in a contemplative, meditative state so that your mind is resting and you are open and receptive. Okay? So that means you're in a very balanced state. Protection message. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you may be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, "Take one step towards the gods, and they will take 10 steps toward you." Okay, so as I said, there's a need for balance. You can't sit and dream all the time. You have to get up and pay the bills and clean the house and do the yard work, I don't know, as well as being still open, receptive, mentally and emotionally. All right. Now we have the oyster card. Let's see who you are. This, of course, is a water card. Oh, this book is getting a little easier to use. Patient, a secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is, oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? the world is waiting to see. When in balance, feels blessed, generous, masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. To bring into balance, share something. All right. And I could elaborate on who you are, or I could elaborate on this message of hope, which honestly I think needs some elaboration. Because, yes, it's all well and good to tell you to be a more balanced person and balance your yin and yang, which everybody should be striving to do every day. But I think we need clarification on this hope message. Why did this hope come out today? Why did hope come out today for this group? So you're feeling under attack. You've been working alone. And perhaps you are a Knight of Pentacles. So diligent, persistent. But sometimes it's a very slow journey when you're on the Pentacles journey. And sometimes it's easy to lose hope because it is so slow. It seems like it's taking forever and nothing is happening. And you're under attack because other people don't understand what the heck you're doing and you look like a weirdo. But now is not the time for action. Or is it? This is interesting. I think you have a very strong desire for action. And what you need to know is that there will be a time for action. But right now you are in the Hanged Panda stage, the Hanged One stage. You have a lot of healing to do, and it looks like mostly to do with the devil. So your illusions and delusions about the things that bind you, perhaps an unwillingness to take responsibility, because these illusions and delusions, the things that you believe bind you, do not bind you unless you let them. You have to step up and take the responsibility to take action and free yourself from these bad habits, vices, addictions, and of course the illusions and delusions. This is, how do I put this? There's an element of helplessness. I don't believe it's learned helplessness. It's similar, but it's more like you want to believe that you're helpless. So it's like you're choosing to believe in your helplessness when you are not helpless. See, this Eight of Cups here is, the Eight of Cups in the upright is about walking away from what no longer serves you. This combined with the devil tells me you don't think you can walk away, or you don't want to believe you can walk away. It would probably mean a great deal of disruption to your life, and that undoubtedly scares you. And it would require a lot of strength and a lot of courage to do that. It's also interesting you have two eights here. I just saw another 8 as I picked up the deck, but it didn't come out, so we're not talking about it. It is interesting, though, that you may have, the number 8 may have some significance for you. And now we have the moon in reverse. So the moon is also about, oh wow, the stars on the bottom of the deck. So healing. All right. The moon can also be about healing. It can be a call to go inward, to do the shadow work that you need to do, to confront your own, the things you dislike about yourself, the things you want to hide from everyone, the things you never want to see the light of day. So to come to terms with those things, to become conscious of them and stop letting them influence your life, and then claim that, oh, I have no responsibility because I couldn't help it. It just, the devil made me do it, or whatever nonsensical thing you come up with. These things are yours to control or to accept and to allow to dissipate or be transmuted into something more positive, which is also a possibility. The moon is also a card of deception. I think that you have a lot of self-deception going on. I'm not sure how hope plays into this, but you can change things. You can do this work and become a healthier, happier person. I'm not saying it'll be easy. And there's a lot of work to be done. We're talking about major arcana cards here. Perhaps your goal is to become the King of Wands. Remember, there's no gender in tarot. It doesn't matter whether you're in a male or female body. Any of these cards can apply to you, or to the person on your mind, or people on your mind. Now we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Wands also in reverse. So Two of Wands in reverse is analysis paralysis for me. And then in the upright we have, it would be initiation and planning. So initiation of a project, perhaps of yourself, into something more. But we also have the Four of Pentacles here, which is about holding back a sense of possessiveness, control, not wanting to let go of what you perceive to be valuable. But we have it in reverse. So perhaps you are becoming aware of how a greedy, miserly attitude is harmful, and that it causes damage not only to others, but also to you. There may also be a job loss or something similar, some sort of material loss here. Basically, the things that, the foundations that have led you to be, this, you've really held on to these foundations and had a belief that you had to, these words are escaping me today. It's a saying, make sure you get yours before. Anyway, the idea is you're really focused on taking care of yourself first in a material way, perhaps at the expense of others, and maybe now that's crumbling in some fashion. And although you may find that to be paralyzing, you don't know what to do, this is really making you very uncertain and insecure. But in the long run, there is hope that things will get better. So I think this is your advice. No matter how difficult and uncertain and uncomfortable things are right now, chop wood, carry water. That is your path forward. And it will lead you to wonderful things. Deal with things as they are and try to simply be present. Don't be grasping or miserly or greedy. Face your fears, your inner demons. And as always, if you need help, get it. Use your discernment. Don't give away your power to anyone else. You do have the power to break yourself free. The devil's power lies in you. Whatever you give the devil, or choose not to give the devil. All right. I wish you all the best. And I hope that you find the strength and courage to continue your work, to be receptive and to be active as needed. Good luck.